Hello YouTube. Today I will be going over my 2003 Hummer H2 and what I've done to it since you guys last saw it. So let's get right into the video. So as you guys are probably thinking, didn't you already go over everything you could go over on this thing? Yes, I have, but in the description of my last video I did mention to you guys that I would keep you up to date on any more builds on this thing, any more customization stuff I was doing to it, just all around, you know, updates, status updates on the car. So that's what this video is today. So this is going to be shorter than some of my normal videos, but we're just going to cover what's been done to it since. So that old video came out about 2 months ago, and in that video it definitely didn't have two-toned rims. I know that's not a big thing, but we're gonna go over everything here. So since the last video, I had my rims painted at Fort Wayne Wheel Repair, and they've done some of my other vehicles before, and I didn't want to just do, you know, a normal look at how it was before. I kind of wanted to do this stock kind of plus look, especially since it's got all the black on it. I wanted to do something that would kind of hone some of that and some of the shiny on the car. So I had them do these wheels two-tone, black and polished. So this part of the wheel's polish and this part is painted black, and so is the barrel inside. It looks really good. It looks way better when I clean the car. I didn't realize how dirty these wheels were right here, but they do look really good. I think it looks better than they did stock. So there's that one. Here's this one. And they did paint this silver part in the middle, and see, it's got kind of like a flakiness to it. It kind of matches this part. They look really good. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. It's been about a month since they've done that to it. Now, the last time you guys saw this thing, I know the running boards, the bull bar wasn't as shiny looking. Well, I've had that painted since, and they turned out really good. It really helps transform the look of the car. These are the old steps that we put back on it, but we just took some, it's not back to black, I forget what it is, if it's Q4 detail. I'll show you guys what it is. There's some trim polish, like cleaning wipes that I bought to like make the black stuff look darker, and it really made the side steps look better. So they look really good. I like how it turned out, but now you can see how bleached the trim is on the side, but this the trim on the roof isn't bleached like that. So here's the front one too. We actually painted the bars ourselves, and they turned out really good. The paint looks pretty interesting. It's got kind of like a flakiness in it, which I really like how it looks, because the truck is pewter metallic and it's got a lot of flake in it, so it sets it off way more. Looks really good. Another little thing is I deleted some of the chrome on the bottom of the mirrors over there. That's just stick-on stuff. Actually, the reason why I deleted that stuff was because I redid the mirror caps with new chrome, and the ones beneath it, they were kind of shot. So I bought those off of Amazon, and I stuck them over the old chrome mirror caps. My father helped me do it. I'm not gonna lie there. And they turned out really good. I left the bottom pieces off because on the freeway, one of them on that side decided to just whoosh right off the car. It didn't want to be there anymore, and it flew off. I've also done a little bit more with the paint touch-ups, etc. Not a whole lot there, but it generally looks the same. Make sure not to get my plate in there. Oh well, y'all already know where I'm at. I dox myself in like every car review video. So that's the main stuff on the exterior. Also, the other little pieces of chrome were kind of replaced and polished up on it, so she's looking really shiny. If you guys do remember the last time I showed the interior in this thing when I did my review, the dashboard looked like a Christmas tree. Well, no more. I'm gonna turn her on. Let's see, there we go. They're all gone now. So the last time I showed you guys this car, it wasn't as hot out, so I'm gonna turn the AC on. There we go. The last time I showed you guys this car, there was all kinds of lights up here. There was a check engine light. There was a light for like my traction control stuff not working. Well, we figured out the traction stuff. Some people left comments, and I also had my mechanic look at it, and it was just a wheel speed sensor. And the wheel speed sensor prevented all of these different 4 high, 4 low systems from not working. It turned them all off. So thank God it was just a passenger side wheel speed sensor. Now, let's get into the cost breakdown. So, everything said and done on this truck, all the stuff I've spent money on so far, I've spent pretty freaking close to $10,000 on this vehicle, and I purchased it for $12,000. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at on that with this automotive masochism. But I like it. I like it a lot. So it's a cool truck. It gets a lot of looks. Everybody's always asking stuff about it when you go places. iGarage sale, you get people asking stuff about it. They think it's a newer truck. It's pretty cool. It gets a lot of attention. But let's not get into my ramblings, because as you guys know, I can ramble on for forever till the end of time. That's just what I'm good at. Obviously I'm good at it because I'm making videos here. So the wheel speed sensor, I think all said and done, it was about 200 bucks for the passenger side right here, front passenger side. Well, that wasn't the only issue, because I had a check engine light that has persisted on this thing since I bought it. When I bought this car, it was sent down from the dealer I bought it to a cheaper dealership. I cannot name anybody, but a buy here, pay here dealership, because the main dealership I bought it from would not work on it because their labor rate was too high. So they sent it there to get some stuff fixed on it that I was concerned about when I bought the vehicle. Pretty much everything that was fixed back then, I have had to refix. I have gone over all that stuff in my old video, and it's the reason why I've spent so much money on this thing. So I can't tell you guys that like every old Hummer H2 like this is gonna need $10,000, especially at 117,000 miles, now at 119,000 miles because I drive it a lot. But I mean, this one did. So, and it had a decent repair history. It wasn't super crazy, nothing big, nothing major, just a bunch of small stuff, electrical stuff, window components, you know, a bunch of small stuff pretty much. So I don't know, I kind of knew it had some of these issues going into it when I bought it. But I do live in the Rust Belt, and it was a Florida truck. It was in really good shape. It's in the best shape body-wise. It has no rust out of any H2 I've looked at up to this point. And it was the cheapest too. I've looked at other ones with like 120,000 miles, and they're closer to 20 grand, which at this point I've kind of blown that out of the water. But that's one of the reasons why I've spent some of this crazy amount of money on this thing. But I'm still not done, because I plan on redoing this interior at some point. We don't always want gaps here and broken dash and stuff. I have all the pieces for this at home, so I'm just waiting to get that bill down a little bit to splurge a bit on getting rid of this radio and getting rid of these cracky seats. So it'll happen, but this thing's gonna be a project for the long haul. Well, now that I've rambled off like I always do, let's talk about the pesky check engine light. So, when I first bought this thing, the gas tank was leaking, and that shop that did all the other shoddy work, I didn't know it was that bad of a job until the summer, because I let this thing sit over the winter. I didn't drive it at all during the winter. I have another car, and I didn't know all this stuff was hacked so bad on it until I had my mechanic now mess with the car. I had them check the check engine light, and they replaced like a little purge canister valve on the gas tank, which that's what the code was throwing off, but it wasn't that. Wouldn't it be nice if it was that? Well, I took it back in there after the purge canister valve was replaced, because the code came back, and they did some digging on it, and they found out I need a new gas tank again after buying one already for about, what was it? It was about $1,700 bucks already. So yeah, it'd be nice if any sponsors want to throw some parts my way. I wouldn't mind that, because I'm gonna do it at some point. Because of that, I was pretty ticked, and I contacted the people that worked on it, and obviously there's no warranties, no nothing. They put used parts in it, and they butchered the part putting it in it. So the top of your gas tank on an H2 has like, it has kind of like a, here, why'd I tap that? There we go. It has kind of like a line that goes in through the top of it. It's molded into the gas tank. So it's like your, it lets air out of your tank, per se. It's like an emission relief kind of thing. Well, it's molded to the tank, okay? So when you put it in, if you like were to break that part, you could possibly fix it. But if you can't fix it, you would need a new tank. And I'm kind of sure it could have been fixed, but not the way it was fixed. There's pictures I have of this thing, which I'll have to show all this stuff, a full price breakdown, a full picture breakdown in a later video. But there was a metal pipe shoved through the plastic pipe, and it was all like gorilla glued together, and it was letting air escape through it, and dirt was getting into it, and that's why it kept throwing my check engine light off. Isn't that nice? So my fix for that, because they shoved a metal pipe through the gas tank and through the valve that opens and closes to let your air out, is to have to buy a new tank. Or we'll get into what I did. I did go down there, and I was pretty ticked over it, even though I couldn't have anything done. That old buy here, pay here, they're like, we'll look at it. No, I'm not gonna let you guys look at it. Luckily, I asked, and they had the old tank sitting around, which was kind of crazy. So I took the old tank to my new mechanic that I have now, and it's being stored there until I can raise the adequate funds to either make a tank out of both of my tanks, repair a tank, or whatever they determine. Either way, I got both tanks. The old one leaked out of the fuel filler, which should be a pretty easy repair. So I think I'm gonna go the route of trying to repair my old tank, but it's gonna be at least $1,000 or more still. I haven't really looked into it a ton, because I can't afford to do that at the moment. Like I said, sponsors, you want to throw some parts my way, that would be nice. But we'll see about that in the future. But yeah, that's kind of the boat we're sitting in. So that's an update on the issues that this thing was having. So the exterior of it looks really pretty. It's looking good. It's running really good. They cleaned the dirt out of it. My new mechanic like sealed it as best as they could, which my gas tank still, it'll burp, and like you'll open the fuel cap on it and it'll like depressurize and stuff because of it. Well, since they like cleaned everything out and like sealed it back up, it's not doing that, which it's not a guaranteed fix. It's kind of like they did it to get me by while I could wait to repair it, which was really nice of them. I appreciate it. They've done a lot of work on this thing, sorting this truck out. Rear main seal, radiator hoses that were cut diagonally and shoved back on, and of course they leaked because they weren't cut correctly. Just the list of things. So that's kind of my update on this. And in my last video, I talked about how it was leaking under here, like when it rained through like the vents or something. Well, it hasn't been doing that lately, but I noticed when I've been running the air in this kind of heat, when you first turn the vents on, you do get a bit of a musty smell and it goes right away. So I don't know if that's something to do with it. We'll definitely get that checked out. The only people I had telling me that they'd check it out were like body people. And one of the guys said, well, how much money are you willing to spend on it? Because we'll just throw however much you want at it to fix it. And I did not like hearing that. So I guess we'll see when that gets addressed. Hopefully it's gone, hopefully it's done, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure with that one. Mind my garbage in here. And then the next thing is these roof lights, which for some reason they're getting condensation in them. I did replace them when I first bought the vehicle because they were completely shot and destroyed. They were leaking into the truck through here. So was the windshield. That's been replaced too. So there's a lot of stuff on this thing that's been replaced. It's been pretty well gone through. But I got a new set of lights for it. I got a new set of turn signals for it because the turn signal on the passenger side is leaking. They all work, but eventually they'll be replaced again, especially since they've yellowed and got kind of ugly looking, but they've been building condensation in them, so we'll get them replaced at some point here. But yeah, that's kind of my update on her. So guess we'll just stay tuned and keep you guys up to date on this thing. At least the exterior's looking sharp, right? At least it's looking like a show truck kind of at this point on the outside. So I'm really proud on how the exterior of this thing looks. All the dents have been removed, everything else has been pretty sorted on the outside. Now it's just a couple mechanical things again and the interior. It's not really a mechanical thing, it's just the gas tank for now. It's a 22-year-old vehicle and I've been driving the heck out of it, so I guess we'll pray that that's it. But with that, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like the video, please leave a comment, like, etc. Helps me out. If you guys have any suggestions for more cars I should review, please leave them in the comments below. And with that, I'll link some other videos of mine you should watch right up here, and I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, guys.